Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. The Castles team did an AMA as part of the DigiCon on Friday evening. So I wanted to get that video out here. It's a little late. It's Monday, Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to those in the US. Going to go try and go through this quick. It was about an hour and a half AMA session. Going to try and get through it in about 10 minutes or less. Some great information as always. Hope you're all able to join if you weren't. Here's the recap. We're starting off with a number of events. It's going to be a very, very, very busy next couple of weeks for the Castles game. Seems to be a trend, which I enjoy. So let's go ahead and dive in there. June 1st, just a reminder, the first airdrop for the Royal Courthouse will happen. It's not going to be a direct wax drop into your account. What it'll be something similar to this that they showed on the AMA. It'll basically be a waxed back NFT. Depending on how many shares that you have. If you, for example, I have 3 of the low bounty shares. I'll basically get 3 of these NFTs, and essentially what you do is you burn the NFTs, and once you burn the NFTs, it gives you that wax into your account. So, for example, if you have 3 high bounties, you'll get 6 of these because each high bounty counts as 2 low bounties. So they're going to basically take that number. If you look over here, the overall wax total pool, and they're going to section it off. For example, if the time ended right now, I would get a total of 243. So it'll be 3. Since I have 3 shares, it would be a third of that in each of these NFTs. So keep an eye out for those. Those will be airdropped at some point on June 1st. And then very shortly after you get that airdrop, they are going to be dropping the next June Baron drop, which is going to be 64 Barons. There are 3 whitelists. First whitelist, the ones that are going to have the first crack at it are going to be those that crafted a Royal Courthouse. If anything's left over from those, the second whitelist, there will be anyone that crafted both a lumberjack and a carpenter. And then anything that's left over after those 2 whitelists will go to the public drop. So if you didn't do any of those crafting, there's a slight, small chance that you may have one available. Just keep an eye out. I know for the May drop, there was a few extras available. So good luck if you have a chance to get that. After that, on June 2nd, we are going to go ahead and do the next crafting event. It starts again on June 2nd. It is going to be for the Explorers Guild. Not going to dive super far into that. I've done a number of videos about this. Basically, this is a passive way to earn rune source, which is going to be used for the dungeons, which we'll talk about quite a bit more here in a few seconds. It costs 35 lumber, 105 fine wood, and 10 seals. So I hope you all join in that. I will go ahead. I'm going to be trying to craft at least 2 of those, and I'll show you the pulls on those. It's going to be similar. You're going to get a pack when you craft those. You'll have a chance, a 66.6% chance of getting a low bounty for this wonder, or you'll have a chance at getting a 33% chance of getting a high bounty. So keep an eye out for that. These are what the bounties are going to look like. This is a high bounty because you can see by the diamonds, but they're pretty cool graphics. They put a lot of work into this. So that is coming here shortly. Next on the list is going to be, actually, before we jump to that, and I apologize, I'm going to go into this quite a bit more in more detail on June 7th. Is going to be the first fragment for the hero packs. I did a whole other video on this also. Basically, the first heroes or the packs for the heroes are going to be sold in 3 different segments. There's going to be the MSource segment or fragment that's going to be sold on June 7th. There's going to be a rune source one that's going to be sold shortly after these packs start dropping. And then there's going to be one for wax, which is going to be I forget what they said, the equivalent maybe like $10. Not sure that exact price yet. So that'll be the third one. So the first of those fragments actually drops here on June 7th. Then on June 9th, we're going to start being able to craft these Explorer packs and the Seafarer packs. Again, did a whole nother video on this, but this starts on June 9th. The Explorer packs are going to cost 16 fine wood. The Seafarer packs, I believe, are going to be 32 fine wood, plus some of there's things called right here, there's Seafarer fragments. You're going to be able to pull these Seafarer fragments in the Explorer packs. So when you're opening these, you have a chance at getting one of these little fragments. You combine 3 of these fragments, it makes a map. And this map is what you need in order to craft one of these Seafarer packs. And the Seafarer packs give you a slightly higher chance at actually getting higher rarity lands when you open them up. And obviously you get 4 lands. So that's something that's definitely worth it. And in addition to the lands that you get in both these packs, you're actually going to get Rune Source, which Rune Source is going to be needed for that second hero pack fragment that I had mentioned earlier. Now let's dive into, they showed us a number of screenshots, both in Discord and also as part of the AMA. This is one of them. The Thief, they gave, this is one of the looks that they have, and I think this is one of the lower rarity ones. Here's another one of the looks. Not my favorite. Don't really understand the top hat approach, but it's neat. It's like a higher class Thief, I guess. All right, and they also showed us some of the other armor sets. They mentioned that there's going to be a lot of armor sets. This is one of them. This one is obviously, well, not obviously, but if you were on the AMA, you know that this one is going to basically become a meme. It's already started becoming a meme because basically he's spent all of his money on this shield, and the rest of the armor he just got out of Goodwill or something because he's using a bucket as a helmet here. So I definitely think that'll be a meme going forward. Some people get it just for the kicks, especially the bucket helmet. But on a good note, they showed us some of the other armors that are going to be there. This one is actually in the Discord as far as the examples. This is one of the armor sets. I don't know if it's going to be a legendary or higher, but there's basically 3 different colors for it. Yellow, I think red was one, and I think blue was the other one. But this is pretty neat. They got some cool graphics going on here. But the one that I think looks awesome, at least that they showed us so far, this next one is a mythic set of armor, and it is badass. Is pretty much what I can say. This is going to be a mythic set. It's going to be extremely hard to get because like I said, there are 11 pieces in there, including the stand. Very hard to get, but it also looks pretty cool. They put a lot of work and time into that one. And then last but not least, they did give us a screenshot of one of the I guess the enemies or the monsters that you're going to fight. It's basically a blob, a slime blob that has some stuff on the inside of there. They jumping back to some of the armor sets. They did talk quite a bit about the armor sets themselves. They mentioned that you can see from these, this guy's got an axe. He's got like a sword or a blade. This guy's got a spear. They did mention that the different weapons are not going to really determine, are not going to really impact your attacks on the monsters. The big thing that's really going to impact is basically the type of hero that you have. For example, you have the knight here, you have the thief here. The thief is only going to be able to fight certain monsters. The knight is only going to be able to fight certain monsters, and Luna, I think it's Luna, the sorcerer or the witch or the wizard is only going to be able to fight certain monsters. So that's going to determine what monsters you fight, not the weapons themselves. They also mentioned that if you've ever played a game like Warcraft, your stuff, maybe not Warcraft, but other things, your armor and your weapons have some sort of durability to them. So the more you use them, they lose the durability. That will not be the case in the dungeon. So once you get, if you get this full set of armor of this mythic, you're going to have it as long as you want to keep it. It will not lose value or durability. The thing that kind of balances that is the stamina. So you'll only be able to use a certain amount of stamina each day, depending on your heroes. So they wanted to balance that out there. In addition to that, they did mention, and this is the last thing I'm going to cover, they did mention that there is going to be the opportunity to get beta passes. Once the beta dungeon is available, they're going to give a limited number of passes away, and they think, this is not finalized, they think that a good portion of those are going to be given away to people that craft these hero packs from the fragments. Basically, if you craft a few of the packs, you have the chance of getting one of these betas, so you can go ahead and jump in there and test the dungeons. I'm definitely going to be shooting for that because I want to go ahead and make a video of it. I like my alphas and testing those out. So that's really what they covered in the hour and a half. I try to cut it down in 10 minutes or less. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll go ahead, for those of you that are loving this castles, I'll be doing another video here this week to show the Explorer Guild's crafting event that's going on. Actually, firsthand look at it. All right, hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.